voter had predicted in 2008 only 28 seats for Congress, and Congress actually got 43 seats. It had predicted 36 to 42 seats for BJP.
Mr. Anand Kumar, Mr. Anand Kumar, it's a Mr. Anand Kumar, with respect, I'm only putting these exit polls out. I haven't commissioned them.
No problem. No
I'm
problem.
also putting those polls out. I'm also putting those polls out which show that you are getting 31.
No,
and there are some who say you're getting 50. But the median number for you settles at about 19.
No, we will work.
Settles at about 19.
Arnabji, if we don't get many seats in assembly, it doesn't mean that we will have any kind of decline in our commitment for continuing our mobilization for a better democracy. We already have given 70 leaders to Delhi, and one of them is Arvind Kejriwal.
I've seen the rainbow once in the last 5 years, and that rainbow comes fleetingly. You see it at a distance and it goes away.
Well,
the country of 120 crore people is different from a city of 150 lakh people. I think we are losing the plot.
What did you say?
We have a country of 120 crore people all over.
What was your exact sentence?
Is far bigger to reach, to be able to influence than a city of 150 which is largely connected.
You're making an admission that you failed to influence the voters of Delhi.
No, not at all.
You made an admission.
I had mentioned earlier.
You made an admission, Mr. Goel.
Arnab, I had mentioned earlier.
Well, how am I supposed to read what you said?
Come up with a new person, new agenda without any past history.
Nobody stopped you from coming up with a new person.
It's very easy.
Who stopped you from coming up with a new person and new agenda?
We have a whole party. We have a whole party machinery.
I thought you were saying that Mr. Narendra Modi himself is your new person, and he's the person with the new agenda.
You will see him in the Lok Sabha elections all across the country, and the influence he will be showing.
Are you already distancing him from the state election?
Not at all. I had mentioned in an earlier channel right now, this election is a reflection of variety of factors. We've had 2 Congress governments.
Are you a little on the back foot tonight?
Not at all. I'm the guy who's most
You didn't answer the question. Why is there no clear wave? Why is there no clear wave in Delhi? Why is there no clear wave in Delhi or Chhattisgarh?
Why is there a clear wave in Rajasthan? Why is there a clear decisive
Because of your regional leaders.
in Madhya Pradesh?
Because of your regional leaders.
Oh, so good. So you are at least giving credit to some of my leaders of the BJP.
The question,
why is there no such wave in Delhi or Chhattisgarh? You haven't answered that. Why is it not so clear?
See that as the exit polls convert into final polls, you will get a clear picture of a decisive mandate. All the 4 states decisively voting.
Nirja Chaudhary has been raising her hand after that, please. Yeah, Nirja.
I think the point I want to make is that the mood in the country today is for a clear, decisive, credible leadership.
Yes.
And one of the reasons why the BJP may not have done so well in Delhi is because they did not have a clear leader. They put Harshvardhan in place too late in the day, and there was a whole wrangling with Vijay Goel or so-and-so, Malhotra or somebody else. Whereas in Rajasthan, there was a clear leader. In Madhya Pradesh, a clear leader. In Chhattisgarh, in the Bastar region alone, the Congress seems to have gained because of the sympathy created due to these leaders who were killed. So that's a very specific factor confined to Bastar. And I think the anti-Congressism that we are seeing, the anger, this is more in Delhi an anger vote against the Congress. The benefit of which goes to both AAP and the BJP.
At this point, I'm thanking the guest from the Aam Aadmi Party, Anand Kumar, for staying with us for some time. Atul Kumar and Jan, stay on. The question here is, please, let's give our viewers a complete sense. Now, we have the final exit poll results from Delhi. We have the final exit poll results from Rajasthan, from Chhattisgarh, and also from the state of Madhya Pradesh. So let's go at Delhi first. The final mean number. Let's go through it. 30 seconds on each.
It's very interesting. We have a huge range for the Aam Aadmi Party. 11 to a peak at 31. And the AVP Nielsen, which is somewhere in between at 15, more on the side of 11. We have an average of 19 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party. With all the polls put together, including the latest C-voter one and the ABP Nielsen one, it's actually giving the BJP a clear majority. That's one thing we should also take into consideration. So that still gives the BJP a closer to the majority figure.
And on the 22nd of November, Sheila Dikshit said that the anti-UPA sentiment will not affect the voters of Delhi when she's going to have to really reassess this. And she's going to have to find someone to blame if she's not going to take the blame herself.
This is close to their 1993
So Delhi, right now, ladies and gentlemen, is quite anyone's game. You can't predict how a new player is going to do. But broadly, the story is that the BJP appears the most comfortable of all. If the BJP needs somebody's support, we'll be in a very tricky situation because the Aam Aadmi Party has said it's going to be agnostic to them completely after the elections. Let's move on to the next state. Let's go through all the states. Let's see which is the next state. We're going to fire the Madhya Pradesh graphic next, I'm told, on the screen. And the story from Madhya Pradesh broadly is that it's far, far closer than Shivraj Singh Chouhan would have liked, or perhaps even far closer than some Congress bosses would have expected. Because when you have a performance, I know the figure shows 78 versus 142.
The C-voter poll, which is actually giving the closest contest, 92 to the Congress, 128. I think this is the best for the Congress here, 128 to the BJP. The poll of polls actually is giving a result very similar to 2008. It was 143 that time, it's 142 now. It was 71 that time, it's 78 now. The ABP Nielsen is actually the one which is driving it, close to the average, 138.
Today's Chanakya actually says the BJP will do better than it has ever done in the past, which is difficult to expect, keeping in fact that the Congress party has a revitalized leadership that is working together for the first time. If unity is a factor that goes against a party's performance, you can trust Chanakya out here. Otherwise, I think the C-voter number appears to be the most realistic of all. This is also privately what top BJP leaders say. 125 to 135 is the number we can expect. You tell the top BJP leaders 150, generally they themselves don't believe it. But then Tarun Gogoi didn't expect the wave that he got in Assam either. It can always happen. Let's look at the state of Chhattisgarh. And the story in Chhattisgarh really is the C-voter poll is talking about a complete photo finish. And if we look at the range that is being predicted for both the parties, the average numbers are indicating, I would say, a slight edge for the BJP, because once again here the C-voter poll is at 44, is 44 and 41. If you look at the range of plus minus 7, they're almost saying it's anybody's game.
The game is open according to the C-voter poll. According to today's Chanakya poll, the game is not open. The Congress, the BJP does manage to retain its old tally at 1 seat.
But you know why Chhattisgarh can't be called? Because both the parties are projected to increase their vote share, which means both the parties are doing damn well in Chhattisgarh today. If the BJP if Ajit Jogi manages to push it beyond 40%, which he can do, Rashid, can't he do that? I mean, you've been trapped. So it's anyone's game, Rashid?
It's a very close election. In Congress assessment, it's the only state where they're hoping to win.
Okay, only state where they're hoping to win. Now we're looking at Rajasthan. Let's quickly come to that. And the question we are asking the viewer after this is, and this is the next debate for the next 20 minutes, is there a Modi wave in this country? I know Mr. Piyush Goyal will say same old subject, but the fact is there a Modi wave? Is there a Modi effect? Is there a perceptible change? Is the urban voter, rural voter, tribal voter, disenfranchised voter, anti-Congress voter gravitating towards Mr. Modi or not? In the state of Rajasthan, he certainly is. Is he gravitating towards Vasundhara, Raje or Modi? Is a subject of debate. But there is no doubt the Congress party is going to be routed in the state of Chhattisgarh.
I mean, this is for the first time in Rajasthan. 138 on 200 is the two-thirds majority for the BJP. So that's going to be a first for the BJP. Chanakya poll, as per the trends, is higher for the BJP, 147. 130 C-voter sounds pretty realistic.
Well, and generally Rajasthan also serves the party that it votes for at the state elections very well at the national.
Presidential. Winner takes all in the Lok Sabha.
So Vasundhara Raje will be a very key player in the next BJP establishment. So that's the story here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 20 minutes of the debate, I put one question before you. As of now, here's what it looks like. BJP's done better than Aam Aadmi Party, but it's not sweeping Delhi. In Chhattisgarh, it's close. Can be anyone's game. In Madhya Pradesh, it is projected to win comfortably, but it's not getting a record number on an average. And in the state of Rajasthan, it's doing phenomenally well. My question to the House, this side of the House, is what would you say to Mr. Piyush Goyal here today? Is there a wave, a tsunami that is taking over the country right now? Is the BJP leading that anti-Congress tsunami? You want to go first? Should we have three questions from three points of view from this side, and then Piyush Goyal will respond?
I think Mr. Piyush Goyal said it himself. A while ago he said there are a number of factors in this election. So I rest my case.
A number of factors in this. What do you mean? Number of factors.
No, not just, he said it himself. He said it himself that there are a number of factors in these elections. So it's not just Modi.
No. So what in the context of my question on Modi, how does it, what are you saying?
The BJP person on this panel is saying the Modi is not the single most important or sweeping overarching.
Is that a change from what he used to say earlier?
Is that he has to decide.
He has to decide.
He didn't say it is Modi.
Yeah,
Please understand, Arnab. In the BJP, we have a very strong lineup of leaders at the state level, at the central level. Each of these 4 states have reflected a powerful leadership.
Mr. Piyush Goyal.
Shivraj has given very good leadership in his state.
Mr. Goyal.
Raman Singh has given very good leadership, credited all over the world for his PDS scheme. Vasu people are looking to get back after the bad governance of Gehlot.
Mr. Goyal.
Harshvardhan has been an outstanding
you see the number of hands on that side, Mr. Goyal? 3 hands go up here.
Outstanding politician.
Arnab, come on.
But there's an overarching influence of Mr. Modi's leadership also.
Every sentence.
And the combined factors get us a very good victory in all the 4
Mr.
All right. Responses.
I would have accepted that it is the local leaders who are important in these elections, but for the fact that Narendra Modi really put himself out to campaign.
Yeah.
He has addressed some 60 rallies in the last 2-3 months. And look at him, the way he has
people want to see him, people want to hear him. Have you seen the enthusiasm?
No, and I'm sorry, he has identified himself with these state assembly elections. If the BJP is not able to do 4-0, then it is definitely punctures the Modi balloon.
Oh yes, Mr. Goyal.
Well, BJP is doing 4-0, so don't have to worry too much about that. We'll do the 4-0, but I would not like to take the credit away from my local leaders also. They have done phenomenally good government.
Three more hands go up here. Meghnad Desai to Piyush Goyal. After that, Hartosh to Piyush Goyal. 1 second.
I think the ship is not in the port yet.
Who's not?
The ship is not in the port yet.
Who's the ship and what's the port?
The BJP ship has not reached the port of victory in 2014 yet.
Who's the captain of the ship?
Narendra Modi. And there may yet be problems, so they have to take care and try harder.
I see Mr. Piyush Goyal.
That is my judgment.
I see Mr. Piyush Goyal sitting here, 10 feet away from me, strongly profess a theory of collective leadership, which he did not profess the last time when he came on the program.
I never said collective.
No, you indicated
collective. You can put words in anybody's mouth.